The news now, and on the same day that state lawmakers repealed some of Governor Cuomo's executive orders, including the one which requires restaurants to serve food with alcohol, the governor's office decided to announce the lifting in May of the curfew restriction on bars and restaurants. Channel 2's Ron Plante spoke today with some very relieved owners.
While a lot of the bar and restaurant owners are obviously thrilled that the curfew period is gone, they don't have to worry about midnight anymore. It's gone, period. They still say they're going to be cautious in their reopening approach. Technically, under the announcement, it's May 17th when that curfew will be lifted for outside dining areas, and then May 31st for inside dining. This after a year of various up and down developments with lawsuits against the curfew and then adjustments by the state to the time. But come the end of May, it's gone totally. And for the owner of Soho's, which stayed closed until last weekend,
it's actually been over a year since we've been to, let's call it the old normal. And you know, it doesn't look like we're there yet, but I think by picking those dates, the 17th and the 31st, it's just something to be optimistic about. You know, Soho, as we talked about before, has been difficult because we turn into a nightclub, and you know, midnight was really tough.
Of course, there are still the distancing, masking, and capacity restrictions, so it's not a total reopening as yet. So for some, a go slow approach, avoiding the risk of fines or a shutdown, which happened to some last year.
You still have to stay 6 feet apart. You still have to, have limited, seating and stuff. So that doesn't change.
We're going to do whatever we can to comply. Soho's been there. This is 22 years, so I'm not going to risk any kind of long-term closure or shutdown or suspension because I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm going to make sure I know what I'm doing, and we're going to do it to the best of our ability.
And to sum up their collective feelings for these businesses without these mandates, a symbolic weight has been lifted for them.
Yeah, I'm going to be open my business, but what's more important is that the world comes back to normal to me. So these are signs of normalcy returning. And for me personally, it looks like I'm going to be able to run my business the way I want to.
Ron Plante, Channel 2 News.